Hello, this is Dan with Arcade Funcade. Today we wanted to show you guys a Gauntlet Legends arcade, and we wanted to show it to you in its full form here. We have a 4-player Gauntlet Legends with a 25-inch screen and a 4-player operation. And we wanted to go over the overall look of the machine, the finish, the side art on this guy, and the trim work. It's in really good shape. It's a really nice machine. It's got a lot of, it actually has a metal base. And these guys are pretty much the same style cabinet. They're all wood. So it's got a metal base. It's got a built-in speaker hole. It's got its little coin door here. And we just wanted to go over a couple of details. We've had a lot of people ask about these guys, and we want to kind of go over some of the detail work and the game actually. We wanted to go over the under the control panel wiring, all the button layout, and some of the connections. So some of the questions that come about when we sell these 4-player machines is how do we get the wires that connect down below? So all you got to do is look up the cable here, and it'll say player 4, player 1, see there, player 3, see this little guy here, and you just match up the colors to the other connector. And you'll see that there's a little red wire here, like this. Let's say that this guy here is player 3, I believe. Player 3. We'll see a little red wire here along the side, and the blue wires. And all you got to do is just snap it into this little connection, and you'll see a little red wire on this side. So you just got to match up the wire colors to the terminal, and each one of them is color coded. You have this guy's got a little bit of green and brown. I'm sorry, green and gray. When we're just looking at orange and blue, we have, I believe this is the player 2. This is all white. There's more white in there. This guy has some purples, blacks, and reds, and each one of them is color coded, so you can see that. And the other side has a couple tags as well, but a couple of them fell off. But you could easily match up the colors. So that's one of the things that you got to do is snap those guys together. And sometimes when we ship these fellas, they come with whenever we ship these fellas, they come unscrewed. So we shrink wrap the entire machine, and we then shrink wrap the control panel separately. So when you receive it, you guys could cut open the package and safely remove the control panel, place it somewhere else while you bring the machine into the home. These machines are very wide. The control panel is 36 inches wide. It's actually 37, 38. And they won't make it through a normal door. Normal doors are about 36 inches, some are 32s. So the cabinet's about 27, so it'll make it through any doorway. What's nice is that once we cut down the control panel here, you'll see the edge of the wall match up with the edge of the bottom of the machine. This guy just happens to have a wing, and it kind of like kicks out. So what's neat about that is what's neat about this machine is that it's removable. So you can take it down to a basement, throw it through a hallway. So all we do is just disconnect these guys. They're about 10mm bolts. You have 2 down below and 2 up top. You have 1 here and 1 at the top left. And once you connect them all, there's this hole here. It's pretty convenient. There's a little hole down here. You could reach through the coin door. You reach through and up, and what you do is you come up here and you just simply latch this guy and pull the buckle down. You can see that there's a hook right here. That guy hooks to the bottom of this fella here. There's a little fella. So you can feel around and grab that guy and snap it down. You could also put some bolts on these fellas down below to secure it. So that makes it a lot easier. But yeah, so there's that. There's a couple adjustments, and there's some adjustments down below as well. You can see those. There's a couple little turn knobs down there, and you could see them through the coin door, I believe. Let's go through that coin door. Let me kind of show you that guy there. So we have some controls here, and it's nice to know everything about these machines inside and out. So this guy has a contrast, brightness, a height adjustment for the screen, a vertical position in the bottom right, a vertical hold, a horizontal position, and a width. So this is where you adjust your screen, contrast, brightness, and height. Now we have another controller here. These are the insides of these Gauntlet machines. We have these guys. The one to the left, a little black button here, is a service credit. We have the 2 red buttons in the center, and those are your volume up and down. And then we have the one all the way on the right, which is your test button. That's going to take you to an entirely different menu on the screen. And it's an onboard menu, which is kind of neat. So you press that guy and hold it. It'll take you to a different menu. You could adjust your lives per play, your credits. You could toggle your free play to coin play, and your the difficulty as well. So that's nice. It's a lot of little fun stuff there. So what we're gonna do is show you guys a little gameplay. So right now we set it to free play, and I'm gonna play this guy with one hand. So we're gonna see what we can do. We're just gonna put in whatever initials there are. We have no password yet, so you can select your character, and what we're gonna get is this guy here. Press start, and you're gonna see that you have your health is at 500. If you keep pressing start, your health will be going up. Being that it's on free play, it just keeps giving you health. It would have been nice to see the menus of the different games that they have, different maps they have. All right, so here we go. So we have a turbo button, a fight button, and a magic button. So we're getting our butt kicked over here. So we have a magic. Let's say we're going to throw a little bit of magic. I think we have to actually get some magic to throw. So. So you could choose the fight, or just take off and just go exploring. And there's times you get stuck in corners, but you can pretty much just keep going. You have a turbo mode to run really fast, but you have to complete certain levels to be able to advance. Oh, nice! We got a little bit of a. We'll get some extra speed, right on. We cross this little bridge here. Oh, maybe not. This is a very, very interesting game. It feels like it never ends. It's so fun. There's so much to do. Little things to collect, things to find. There's little mazes to go through. It's just the funnest game ever. Funnest, not so little game. It's pretty big. And you actually got to beat these guys up. I believe you got to, yep, beat up their houses they come out of. And you can see the speed on this is really fun. It's really awesome. It's quick. I like that the movement's very fast. It's not, you don't have the movement is very, very smooth too. The joystick, that's another thing to kind of talk about here. The joysticks are not your typical 4-way or 8-way, 8-way joysticks to just give you, again, the up, down, left, right, and your diagonals. This is a 49-way joystick, so it's super smooth. You can't hear any clicking inside. It's ultra smooth. It's actually it's computer controlled, which is really neat. They make these guys. They make these guys for newer machines. I guess the NFL Blitz and all that stuff, they have them as well, all those games. This guy just so happens to have, oh, he just got blown up. Just so happens to have the 49-way NFL Blitz, same idea. I think maybe the Simpsons has them as well. But yeah, some of these games are just, the controllers are just awesome. They're super smooth. You don't feel them get stuck. They just has a very smooth movement, which is nice. And they're easy to replace if anything happens, but they're very, very resistant and resilient as well. I've seen kids hanging off machines like these, and we're like, holy crap, they'll never hold up. And by golly, they do. I don't know how. Whoa. Keep getting that butt kicked. So again, the upside. So if you're getting your butt kicked here, what's neat is that if your guy's about to die, you see him losing health like crazy, you just press start and you keep getting health. So that's kind of cool. It's not as challenging as one would want this at times, and sometimes you want to adjust it to make it a little bit more challenging, and be able to kick out a character. Now, if you do mess up and you press another start button on accident, you got to wait for that guy to actually die, which really sucks. But it's one of those deals. You got to wait for them to die off so you can keep going. What is neat is that I remember the original Gauntlet. You'd be able to play, and you wanted to be a swordsman. You wanted to be whatever, a Valkyrie. You wanted to be something else. And what ended up happening is that once you chose it, nobody else could. Well, with this game, you can. You could all have the same weapons. You could have all the same stuff. So that's really neat. For those of you that understand the game and have played it, you understand. It's really cool to be able to have that option. Most people have that problem that you're not able to. Oh, you got to see that problem back in the old days with the Gauntlet 1 and 2. That once you pick somebody, that's it. You get the elf, and you're like, oh man, I really wanted to get something else. So, or I wanted to get the elf, or the sword guy, or the whatever they are, the guy with the arrows and stuff too. So that's always fun. But this is a great game. I love this game. Again, we wanted to show some of the gameplay. There's a lot of little options. It's neat that we get to see a couple of the directions down below. Some of the options down below are really neat. You're able to do a couple extra moves, and it shows here what to collect up top. And there is one thing we got to do is we got to change out this bulb. We're going to put a newer bulb in there, and that's pretty much it. This machine is ready to go, and we're going to be hopefully shipping it off one of these days. And we wanted to show you guys some of the gameplay and the style and the sharpness of the screen. The screen is so pretty. It's the highlight of this machine. It's just crazy. Not all monitors are created equal. You'll see some of these guys are really nice. Got a Time Crisis. We got these guys right next to it, and you can see the clarity. Then we have this guy. It's a little bit darker. It's not as clear, and it's in need of adjustment. So yeah, there's a couple differences with the machines and monitors, and this guy is at its peak. We've done so much to it to make sure it works perfectly, and just to make sure everything's right, we put a new battery on the motherboard, and just to make sure that we have a good memory in there, everything will stay the way it's supposed to, and it'll retain bonus high scores. And all the passwords as well. So when your guy dies off, they give you a password, or if you jump out, it gives you a password, and you're able to then restart another day. So that's pretty cool. It's exactly where you left off. So that's really neat. So if you've been playing for like 3 hours, and your guy dies, you're like, oh crap, I'd love to start off instead of having to start all the way over from the beginning. You can just input the code. So once this thing dies off, we'd be able to do that. So that would take a while, but I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what it would do. And this machine is in really, really good shape. It's really pretty. Most of them, as you would know. I'm going to turn the light on here to give you an idea. Sometimes you have machines that are missing complete corners, which is very, very crazy. It really sucks. And this guy is in perfect shape. You have no corners missing. The back is beautiful. The top is nice. There's no dents or cracks, indentations or anything. It's a very tall machine, by the way, and it's just really nice overall. So anyway, just want to show you guys a little bit about this Gauntlet Legends in case you had any questions. We're going to do a part 2 on the monitor adjustments. Something when you ship these guys, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. It's always nice to know the machine inside and out. And again, we're going to be doing a second part here, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let us know if you could do anything else. If you guys want to look at a specific machine and get some insight on certain machines, we have several machines here. There's a lot of stuff that we're going through. We're repairing arcades and pinball machines. We're constantly doing something. There's stuff everywhere. we do it all, a little bit of everything. So let us know if you have any questions. Again, this is Dan with Arcade Funcade, and I hope you enjoy it. You guys have a great night. Talk to you later.